Alright, welcome to today's broadcast. This is the maiden flight of the Quatra 1A launch vehicle for checkered airspace. First flight for the Quatra 1A rocket and for checkered airspace. We had a bit of a technical difficulty with the microphone, but now we got it back to running. This is the Dawn. This is the Dawn Eclipses mission. Q-0001. This won't be the last flight of the Quatra vehicle. Right now we're looking at we're going through all the systems, making sure the launch vehicle is ready for liftoff at 12:40 p.m. Central Time. Let's run through the rocket. We got 4 main engines at the bottom on the first stage. Got 4 fins on the first stage as well, and we got 4 fins on the second stage, 4, which is small. These will actually separate when the fairing separates as well, so it can reduce weight and increase performance as it gets on into space. Now we're looking at T-minus 33 minutes till liftoff. The satellite we're carrying today is the KCOM-1 satellite. We have a 5 satellite mission contract with them. This is the first of the launch. This is the first mission for that contract. Run through the staging. Right at liftoff, when the engines ignite, the tower will separate from the launch vehicle, and then later on, the first stage will separate from the second stage, and then about 2 seconds later, the second stage engine will ignite briefly to boost it out of the atmosphere even more. Then it will shut down, and we'll wait until it hits the highest point, and we'll tilt the rocket. We'll tilt the second stage to its trajectory, and then separate the fins and fairings, and we'll be on our way once again to a 200 kilometer by 200 kilometer orbit. The second burn will increase the perigee to 200 kilometers an hour, or to 200 kilometers above the surface, and we'll wait until we'll make a third burn at apogee, or apoapsis. And that third burn will raise it to its final orbit, and we'll separate the second stage from the satellite. The satellite KCOM-1 is a internet servicing satellite by Kerbal Enterprises. We originally didn't plan to launch a satellite on our first flight, but they said that they were fine with it, and whatever happens, happens. Now we're looking at T minus 30-ish minutes till liftoff. Stage 1 LOX load is beginning. Soon we'll get the RP1 to load as well. Second stage, that propellant will start loading at T minus 20 minutes. It's a small second stage, so it doesn't take very long. It will take about 10 minutes for that second stage to be fully fueled, but the first stage is a more careful process and it takes a little longer. At about T minus 25 minutes, which is about 5 minutes from now, the RP1 tanks will start loading. The LOX tanks are currently loading as we hit the 30-minute mark. Simulations show that we should have the rocket in orbit by the 40-minute mark. Of course, those are just simulations, not the actual thing. So, we'll just have to wait and see. For now, we're going to let you view the rocket, and we'll be back around the T minus 25 mark. Stage 2 LOX load started. T-minus 15 minutes. Excuse me, T-minus. Yeah. 1 second. T-minus 25 minutes. 24. T-minus 20 minutes. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are currently loading up both their tanks. T minus 15 minutes. Vehicle's looking good, weather's looking good, everything is going to plan for pre-launch prep. Range is good as well. Currently testing the engine's maneuverability at the moment, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Let's talk about future iterations of this launch vehicle. This is the Quatra 1A rocket. In the future, we'll have the Quatra 1B rocket, which would be a variation of this rocket that has a booster, two boosters on the side of the rocket on the first stage. It's not going to be the biggest of boosters, but it'll be enough to satisfy performance. This is all if the first stage is unable to get the performance we need for future missions. Quatra 1C will have a upgraded fairing. Quatra 1D, we don't know what we're going to do with that just yet. We haven't gone deep into development. Quatra 2 will have the option of carrying Kerbals into space around the planet and back. 3 will be a heavy lift vehicle, faster reuse, and overall a promising rocket. T-minus 11.5 minutes. Everything continues to go well for the pre-launch prep. Next milestone at T-minus 10 minutes is stage 1 being fully fueled, and then at 5 minutes we get the second stage being fully fueled as well. T-minus 1 minute, the interface will show up and the vehicle will be in startup mode, being completely autonomous. If it detects an issue, we can hold for about 10 minutes and try and recycle. If it exceeds an hour of a hold, then we'll potentially have to scrub for the day and recycle for the next launch opportunity on Monday, June 23rd. Stage 1 propellant load complete. Next milestone, as previously said, will be the stage 2 propellant load completing. Just a few days ago, we performed a successful static fire on the pad with this rocket. We rolled back the vehicle, checked for any issues, there were none, and we installed the payload and the fairing onto the vehicle, rolled it back out, and it's been sitting for about 5 days now on the pad, ready for launch. Approaching the T-minus 7-minute mark. T-minus 7 minutes. Hold in the countdown. There appears to be in premature engine firing of those four first stage engines. We'll see what just happened. We're gonna try and figure this out. Okay, we're gonna resume the clock at 12:36. The new T0 is 12:42. Three, two, one, resume. Issue was at the 7-minute mark, the startup program initiated prematurely. We were able to shut it down just on time. The tower kept the rocket down, and we are currently refueling the rocket. Actually, it's already fueled. It wasn't much fuel expelled just now. But on the bright side, at least we know the engines are still working for launch. T-minus 5 minutes. T-minus 4 minutes. Vehicle looking good. Vehicle's not in startup mode. Three minutes. T-minus 2 minutes. T-minus 1 minute. 1 minute to launch. Launch director is go for launch. T-minus 25 seconds. 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Engine start. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. There's an error. The vehicle is not launching. We have no control of first stage. Okay, there was engine burnout. We are out of fuel on the first stage. Okay, that will be an end to today's mission. We're going to try and save the vehicle, roll the vehicle back, and try to launch it again in the coming weeks. Preliminary data shows that the clamps did not in fact retract as we wanted them to. Launch tower kept it down. Clamps kept it down. There was just an issue with ground systems. Otherwise we would have had a lift off here, but as you can see, it's still on the ground. At this point we would have had second stage cutoff. We're unfortunately going to stand down from today's launch attempt. Yeah, we'll see you when the next launch attempt occurs to us. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.